Hi everyone, welcome to DIY Ideas. Today I'll show you how you can do a really cool keyband in a matter of minutes. So this is a really cool project if you have some leftover pieces of fabric that you would like to use. And it's also pretty easy to do, so it's even great if you're a complete beginner. So let's get right to it. You see here a little bit different design from the first one, so I just wanted to show you that you can make these according to your own taste and according to your own wishes. So find something that you like, that you want to use, and stay tuned. So you will need scissors, pins, something to measure with, sturdier fabric of your choice, nothing stretchy, cotton works as well, then your iron. It's not a must, but it makes everything a lot easier and faster. Then of course, safety pin for turning it inside out when you're done. It can even be a bit bigger one, so that's really completely up to you, but it is a really cool trick to help you turn it inside out easily and in a matter of seconds. It can be a bit bigger one, and then you will need one hook or carabiner as some like to call it. I got this pretty cheaply, and you can usually find different colors and shapes of the materials as well. So yeah, I would just say pick the prettiest one that you can find, the one you like the best, and yeah. So I'll make this out of these two leftover pieces that I have. Of course, if you have one long enough piece, you can use just one. In my case, I have the two, so I'll connect them later so that they turn into one. The important part is the width. So I did 5.5 centimeters, or that would be a bit over 2 inches. So we will do these two sides folded together like this, and we will make a loop by stitching them up together. And then we will turn it inside out, and it's gonna be a bit narrower, so always take a bit wider piece than what you're planning to get. So make sure you remember the result is gonna be folded in half and a little bit less than that, and then you'll lose a bit of the width to the stitch and the turning inside out. But all in all, when you prepare that, then we can get started. So also the length is optional. I have here two pieces and they make 1 meter of length altogether. But you can of course take just one longer piece and simplify the process, or you can take your measuring tape and adjust the length according to your own wishes. So some people like to have it around their neck, so that way it should be a bit longer. Some people like to hold it in their hand with the little band that they have, so in that case it would be a little bit less than what I'm doing. So feel free to adjust that according to your own wishes. So measure what you want and let's get started. Okay, so before we start, I will be putting the sides together, so pretty side on pretty side, and align them. If you do one long piece, you won't need this step. But if you have two, connect the two ends. So just a simple little stitch to make two pieces into one. And then the next step will be to fold this in half by its longer side. So the inside should be looking away from you. Again, it's supposed to be pretty side on pretty side. And you will do a stitch along the open edge. And now that we did this, we need our safety pin to turn it inside out. So if you haven't done this before, then I'll explain shortly. So we do this because it's too tight to do it by hand, and this way we take a safety pin as a trick. So hook onto the side like this. I'll do it twice through so that I don't rip the fabric as I work it through. Something like this, and then you would close up, and then you will simply push the safety pin through, and you can always feel it in there, so it shouldn't be too difficult to do. And now that we did this, we can take the safety pin off, and we can now iron over the stretched or stitched edge so that it's nice and neat. So we could also do the stitch along the middle like this. If you find that nicer, you can do that too. So decide what you would like to have. If you want the outside nice, or if you want the stitches on the side. I personally don't like it because I do wear something like this around my neck, and if it's on the back I can feel the stitch and it kind of bugs me. So here I am after I ironed this. So now I'm just gonna say, if you iron the other way around like this, then you don't need to do anything. But if it's on the side like this, it could happen after you wash it or wear it for a while that the stitch kind of slips to one side. So I do another stitch along the side where I have already sewn, because that way I ensure that it all stays in place. So simply here along the already existing stitch. So here is what we have after this step. This is what we have for now. So now you take a look at both of the ends, and if the width matches, and it should, take a look that it's in a loop shape so that it fits your neck when you wear it, in case you want to wear it around your neck, of course. So make sure you like the length and the width as well. And then take a look that one end is just a little bit longer than the other so that you can hook your hook on here nicely. So fold it like this and stitch up so that it stays there as well. You can also fold one more time if the fabric is not too thick, but all in all, just do a stitch across the fabric. And this was the last step, so we are done. In my case, you see that the fabric section is not as wide as the hook section itself, but I personally don't mind. This could also be something that you should think about when you plan your project at first. Maybe it bugs you and you want it matching exactly as wide as the hook is. Maybe you're like me and you don't really mind. So yeah, just make sure you think about this. 1 or 2 extra centimeters or about a ½ an inch would do the trick here. So yeah, you can measure the width of the metal or even plastic hook if you bought a plastic one. And yeah, just think about this in advance. Also, make sure to think about the fabric you are using. It should definitely be a bit sturdier, definitely not something that's stretchy, because we want it to look good and keep its shape for a long time. So taking a stretchy material might make it look a little bit used or just not as nice as new after you've been using it for a while. So I definitely recommend something a bit sturdier. So this is the one version, and I'll show you the other one as well. Here is a different design, so same project but different color. So you see here what that looks like as well. And also here I have a bit sturdier fabric, you can probably notice. Also, an interesting thing is that some of these key bands might be tight around your neck or kind of choke you, so an option is to put a clip on the other end, so not where the hook is but the other opposite end, and make it safer that way, so in case you get stuck somewhere it will open up instead of hurting your neck. I didn't do this because I wanted to keep it simple for now, so it's good for beginners as well, but it could be another option if you're doing such a project for kids or maybe someone that's a little bit more active and could hurt him or herself while wearing it. So a clip or something like that would definitely do the trick, but apart from that you can just leave it as it is. So if you would do it, it would be on the other opposite end. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed and I hope you found the project useful and interesting. Let me know in the comment section how you did it and how you liked it. If you did enjoy and would like to see more, you can shoot us a thumbs up and you can also subscribe to our channel for free and that way stay updated with everything new that we post. So, thanks for watching DIY Ideas. I hope to see you in our next video and until then, I wish you a wonderful day. Bye!